Hello, and welcome to Chapter 5 of my book, We Aren't Going Back, A History of Women's Social Progress Over 200 Years. Okay, Chapter 5. I have a little confession. It's the contents of Chapter 5 that inspired me to write this book, because Chapter 5 contains my master's thesis. Yes, Chapter 5 is about 3 women teachers from the gold rush all the way up to the beginning of the 20th century. And there's lots of really great stuff in here. So let's start talking about it. Okay, discovering the hidden heroes of California's classroom history. Ever wonder how the teacher's desk you sit at every day has a unique history? Picture this: California, late 19th century, with 3 women at the helm of shaping young minds. In my master's thesis, I dove headfirst into the lives of Elizabeth Powell from 1854 to 1916, Clara Burt from 1875 to 1896, and Sarah Treat Child from 1885 to 1920. Those are the years that they had diaries, and those are the years that I studied. And these 3 ladies were like pioneers, navigating the uncharted territory of California's rapidly changing school system from the 1860s through the 1890s. Imagine this: one day they're teaching in a rustic schoolhouse, and the next they find themselves in a highly organized district with set curricula and a professional hierarchy, just like a river changing its course overnight. They were living, breathing examples of the cult of true womanhood ideology. Yet they faced personal struggles. Elizabeth was like the girl forever waiting for her Prince Charming. Clara found joy in being a mother figure to her students. And Sarah, well, she was the rebel, defying religious and societal norms. These women were caught in a tug of war between societal expectations of them as true women and their roles as dedicated educators. They were like swimmers fighting against the tide, yet they never gave up. Did you know that women dominated the teaching profession by the late 19th century? And these women were a part of that revolution. They were the unspoken heroes in a world that was waking up to their potential. The journeys of these women give us a backstage pass to the evolution of teaching, the growth of California's public school system, and women's resilience in a male-dominated society. So the next time you sit at your desk, remember the heroes who paved the way. Now, let's jump into what it was like teaching in a changing frontier. So let's talk about the cult of true womanhood. Have you ever heard about it? Or have you ever heard the term new woman? Well, these aren't the latest Netflix series, but they are fascinating chapters of our own history. Picture this: it's the 19th century, and the teaching landscape in the United States is undergoing a seismic shift. Why? Well, men are leaving the profession in droves, and women are stepping in to fill the gap. Think of it like musical chairs, but with a profound societal impact. Our nation was expanding rapidly, like a loaf of bread in the oven, and the demand for teachers was skyrocketing. Enter the women, stage left. Now imagine a woman's world expanding beyond the confines of her home, like a bird escaping a cage. This was a time when women's roles were evolving from being primarily homemakers to being educators. Suddenly, teaching wasn't just a job, it was a path to financial independence and social status. Women like Catherine Beecher, who lived from 1800 to 1878, were instrumental in this shift. Think of her as the conductor of this orchestra of change. She combined the virtues of true womanhood, like purity, piety, and submissiveness, with the increasing need for women's education. It was a potent cocktail that led to an influx of women into the teaching profession. Remember the California Gold Rush? 1848 was the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, and then, of course, the Gold Rush was seen in earnest in 1849, and it lasted until about 1855. The same lure that pulled men to the mines opened the doors of classrooms to women. It was a time of change, opportunity, and transformation. And it wasn't just about teaching the ABCs. These women were shaping communities, bringing order to the chaos of the frontier, and laying the foundation for a more balanced society. By the 1890s, the new woman emerged, breaking out of the mold of the true womanhood. A new woman was not just a nurturer or a moral leader, she was an active participant in society, combining Victorian virtues with a progressive spirit. So next time you meet a teacher, remember, they're not just educators, they're pioneers, revolutionaries, and the silent architects of our society. So, cheers to the women who blaze the trail and continue to inspire us today. And I do hope that you will join me for the next few videos as we talk about Chapter 5 and these 3 amazing teachers in California in the late 19th century. Okay, see you in the next video.